All right, I'm going to have to go with the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Monday, the 13th of October, set today by Brummy in the alternating Monday slot with Vulcan. First, let's have the cryptic clue of the day. I left you on Friday with a tricky one. Pat's rejected twice in rambling Vader-esque note. Well, note was the definition. Pat is I'm, and that's rejected or reversed twice and put inside an anagram, a rambling version of Vader-esque. To give this, it's the British name, I think, for a 30-second note, a demi-semi-quaver. All right, I think today's will be a little more straightforward. Well done to everyone who got that one. Today, Twisted Tail follows Swiss Lodge. 6 letters. Twisted Tail follows Swiss Lodge. 6 letters, and second is H. All right, let's see what Brummy has for us. I need to refresh. All right, U.S. tourist areas carbon copy hoax. Oh, well, carbon copy is sorry, from the old days when they actually were made with carbon paper. Is it going to, I don't know what it's going to be, a U.S. tourist area? 4-3. Something Bay or something. Are the U.S. tourist area plus CC? That makes a funny ending though, because then the definition I think would be a hoax. But maybe it's not literally a carbon copy. Maybe it's like to ape somebody. Oh, carbon, of course. Is that C or CA? I'm wondering if there was some hoax. I know, wasn't there one, I want to say the Piltdown Man, where somebody buried some bones so people would discover it and think it was some early man. So it could be a something ape. Yeah, I'm thinking carbon. So U.S. tourist area could be LA, FLA. I'm intrigued by that one, but I don't know it. Agents interrupted by rogue, noisy male. Agents are sometimes reps. And it does sound like that's part of the wordplay. We're going to have whatever that word for agents is, interrupted by rogue. So then I think the definition is noisy male, but with a question mark, indicating it's not strictly a noisy male. Well, what's a rogue? A cad? Oh, could the agents... Oh, the agents, yeah, the other thing it can be is the CIA. Yeah, we just had cicada not too long ago. And I presume, is it the male that is making all that noise? I mentioned in that video, I do get them here and they're very loud. All right, so then this U.S. tourist area. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, Cape Cod, C. Yes, C for carbon, ape for copy, and a hoax could be a cod. Great word. All right, specialist guardian / telegraph leader writer. Oh, leader, I think. Well, the leader writer could be the editor, Ed, but I'm thinking it might be the leaders of those letters. Yeah, don't quite get this one yet. Junk and smack following fish south. All right, smack can be heroin or H or horse. Junk, is junk going to be the definition? No. Explosive red gas without a residue. All right, so we're going to anagram or have an explosive version of red gas, but without the letter A, and that will give us the dregs for the residue. All right, fun right to the end, like a god. Oh, I think it might be an adjective for like a god in general, or maybe like a specific Roman or Greek god. And I think we have to find a word for fun that has an R somewhere in the beginning, and then the R right moves to the end. So I'm thinking a word like AR. And that means the fun word would end in whatever is there. Oh, what's like a god, deistic or mercurial, jovial. Not getting it. Microwave part, foreign, not German. Well, not German, I'm wondering if we just remove a G from foreign? But then I don't know what else we do. Purloined jumper and tracksuit top came to be settled. No. Check on stock. That's a lovely clue. Double definition, I presume. Now to check on, like to make sure everything's okay, or to write a check, or to check something, or a check on something can be a stop, a restriction. Stock can be cattle, or it could be things you have in stock, or a soup. So many definitions. Like Pagliacci touching female star on date. Oh my goodness, 3-5. Oh, well, date, I think, is usually D. So I think the definition is probably like Pagliacci. Well, he's a clown, right? Oh, I think because he's a clown, could he be red-nosed? So touching female star on date. No, I don't get that. And I was only guessing at that R anyway. All right, back to the across. Could rocks darken? Could might be can. Oh, I think rocks is an anagram definition, and could becomes cloud. Cloud over, darken. Object about obscene gesture, finally arrested. Is it object, object? Don't see it. Fit, type, used to be female's KitchenAid. Oh, I'm thinking a KitchenAid might be a dishwasher. Let me put it in and see if I can justify it. Fit, type, I think that might be, like, again, British slang, was the song Fit and Don't You Know It? And so if a fit type, then using very old-fashioned slang, a dish, and then used to be is was, and females belonging to a female is her. Yeah, I think that's right. All right, here's my specialist, which I think is probably the definition. Oh, no, I don't. I think it's a writer. Proust. But can I justify it? Well, telegraph leader at the end. A guardian. Anto is referring to us. Oh, sorry, Brummy. I just did the cryptic. Brummy, excuse me. And a specialist is a professional, a pro. Oh, junk, rubbish might be cods. I think it's ALLOP. What, that might be an O. So smack. Oh, I think smack is wallop. Following fish is cod, and south is S. Yeah, I'm thinking about the walloping somebody. I think it's an A. Anyway, we'll find out. All right, a killer in the main section of Motorcade. I love this one, I suppose because it's such a short animal, the orca, and it's a killer whale, and it's hidden within Motorcade. So that was easy. Vital, sack for heater. I wonder if it's going to mean vital, but maybe it's more likely to be a heater. Oh, a heater can be a gun. Oh no, but to sack could be to fire. Yeah, I like that. So some word for vital before fire makes a heater. Oh, I think you can say somebody's performance, had vitality. It was electric. All right. Bent on cuts in organization, India, question mark. Well, bent on cuts in is 12 letters, and I think organization is telling us to reorganize those. To get India. Oh, India is a sub. So the question mark here, one usage of the question mark is when it's an example of something. That was part of our purloined jumper. American academic feels sad for flighty thing. I have a feeling this is going to be a bird, maybe a bat or something else that flies. Could be a plane of some kind. Yeah, American, I think, is probably going to be A. And then academic could be a Don. Fellow. And then feels sad. That's the only part that confuses me, is because feel sad suggests something that ends in an S, but the definition is a flighty thing, singular. Anyway, what bird would be 6'4" and feels sad, like blue, down, low? No. Gull menageries back in British promenade. Well, gull can mean to swindle somebody. Menageries, could that be zoos? And that's back inside, I think, reversed. So it might be SOOZ. And what's the promenade, like Blackpool? I don't see it. Brief from short officer on horseback. No. It expands crude oil trade endlessly. Oh, I'm thinking about oil trade is 8 letters, but endlessly we drop the E. And then crude could be an anagram of oil trad. And the definition would be it expands. I was thinking of something like elastic. Obviously, it's not that. Oh, I think a dilator. Yeah, I don't think I know the word, but obviously I know dilating and dilates. So, yeah, I suppose a dilator, something that dilates. Let me go back to the Downs. On the radio, one croons darling, which might be piped. Well, on the radio, yeah, is a homophone indicator. One croons might be I sing, which sounds like icing, and darling might be sugar, and icing sugar might be piped on a cake. Resort area, lawyers overwhelmed by pathetic zero cut. Well, I was thinking when I saw the C and the T of coat, and I'm thinking Côte d'Azur is a resort area. The lawyer, I think, is the DA, and he's overwhelmed by an anagram, a pathetic version of zero cut. All right. Giving credit to a dead writer taking center place, or gave credit to. I think it's got to be, that's the definition. Is it assigned or ascribed? Yes. So it is, a writer is a scribe. So writer takes center place between A and D for dead. All right, wayward sailor working up Marines a lot at first. Well, I'm thinking wayward. Sailor is often AB for able-bodied. How can I make abnormal for wayward? I don't think that's necessarily the same. Working up. Working is on. We often see that. Your radio is working, your radio is on. That's up, so it becomes no. And then Royal Marines, and then A is A, and lot at first is L. Oh, to gull, of course, when I thought of the OOZ, I should have thought of bamboozle. So let's see if I can work this out. Gull is the definition. Menagerie, just one. Zoo is backwards. In British is B, and to promenade is to walk or to amble. All right. Bond in Southern State, he scored. Well, any reference to scoring, we should think of composers. So I'm thinking of putting, a bond can be a tie inside a southern state. Probably is going to be a southern state like FLA, GA. Yeah, I think I need a letter or two for that. Like breaking outside power with English spirit. Oh, a word for like, which could be as, might be breaking or going inside outside power, and then you add an E for English and you get a spirit. I don't know. Poor Miss Y. That's a great clue too. I don't get it though. How about Wally gets told off? Off is the anagram indicator of told, and we get a dolt or a Wally. All right, that was my... Oh, I did wonder, I think it's an old trick, since a horse can be a GG, if something is on horseback, you might put it between two G's, but I don't think a two-letter word can end in G. Maybe it is on horseback. Got up or something, or... No, how about police force declined to give area in imperial terms? Oh, I wonder if it is an imperial measure of area. Oh, could it be acreage? Let's try it. Police force decline. No, I can't really justify that. Now, a composer ending in A doesn't seem outlandish. Or that one ending in E. And then my poor Miss Y. Let me pause and ponder this one. Well, I wasn't getting this one, so I glanced again at 22, and I thought about my Dawn, and then feel sad could be is blue, so I googled it, and sure enough, an Adonis blue is a lovely blue butterfly. So now that I have that N, I think poor must be needy. So could it be yardage? Yes, the police force Scotland Yard, and they decline or they age. All right, so now this could be a composer FL. But then what's bond again? Yeah, again, some kind of tie connection. I don't think it's going to be double O or James Basildon. And here's my like breaking as I think it's spirit. No. And then if brief is part of wordplay, brief from short officer. Yeah, it definitely sounds like brief is the definition, and it comes from putting a short version of an officer. Oh, could it be like a general, and then it becomes GE? Oh, I think it's gen up to brief somebody, to give them the information. In slang, I think is to gen up, and I think it's just general. And yeah, I think the word for being on horseback is simply up, which always amazes me. All right, bond in southern state. He's scored. Yeah, I'm sure I know this. If it is a composer, let me pause and go through the alphabet. I am not that familiar with his work, but I have heard of Glinka. And so the state is Georgia, and the bond is a link. I like that. All right, like breaking, outside, power. Oh, well, power I think is just going to be that P. Like breaking. Oh, maybe just an anagram of like. Ah, yes. Oh, I think there might be something called a Kelpie. Yeah, I think there's an Irish equivalent. Selkie, is it? Um, but I might be just mixing them up because the names are similar. But I have a feeling that is right. All right, let me do my purloined jumper and tracksuit top came to be settled. Something root. Oh, tracksuit top I think is simply a T. Yeah, so, oh, and a jumper, yes, is a kangaroo. We've had that before. So then purloined, stolen, nicked, and then yeah, it's all going to mean came to be settled. Oh, took root. Yeah, purloined or took. There we go. That was a tricky little one. Fun right to the end, like a god. Saturnine. What would fun be? Now and then my microwave part. Foreign, not German. Oh, could it be the German word for not, which I don't know? Is it a microwave part? Not exactly sure. Oh, but maybe some kind of like electron. Oh, is there a magnetron? I think. Is that right? Magnetron. Foreign. Oh, it's an anagram, a foreign version of not German. Oh, yeah, I need to do better at spotting some of these parsings that are right there if you just read it in the right way. Anyway, that's the whole game of this, of course. Object about obscene gesture. Do we need to come up with an obscene gesture like a V sign? Middle finger. I'm just watching British programs. I'm surprised how often now I'm seeing the single digit in the American style. It looks like the old-fashioned V is going out of fashion. That's a pity. Anyway, I do witter on. Is it object about? Oh, could it be a hidden clue? No, my E and G are, yeah, beside each other. But it could be some word in, lodging a complaint. Finally arrested. Is that just getting the D, the last letter of arrested? Oh, could it be engrossed? Obscene being grossed? Ah, yes, so you put an object, the object of what you're doing is the end. That goes about obscene plus the last letter of gesture. And if you're arrested, I think it means you're engrossed in something. I don't really think I know that meaning of engrossed, but I can believe it. All right, check on stock. What's going to come between the R and the I? I'm thinking an A, an O. Don't see that. And then oh, maybe it's not red-nosed. Could it be red-faced? Ah, touching on the subject of could be oh, and then we have female. A star, it could be an ace. But I think I've extra D's there, one extra D. If it is, maybe it's not red-faced, but some sad-faced, maybe? I think that's probably it. Yes, because clowns often have the frown painted on them. A touching scene is a sad scene. There we go. All right, fun, right to the end. Like a god, ending in S. Ooh. Oh, yes, there is a god. Don't ask me whose mythology. Mithras. And fun is mirth. Wow. With the R moved. And then like is as. All right, just the one left. Check on. Ooh. I'm thinking restrain. I can definitely see if you put a check on somebody, you restrain them. But why is that stock? Yeah, I don't quite understand that. All right, we had some good letters for a Monday. Z. Did we have Y? Well, I suppose that was it. Anyway, let's go ahead and check all. I think everything else is still there. All right, let's take a quick gander at 15 squared. All right, the blog is by Andrew. He thought it was slightly tricky for a Monday. Yeah, I would agree. I'm over the 30 minutes, well over. So I think I followed most of these until the downs. Oh, of course, on is re again. And stock can be a strain. He thinks cattle, I think maybe also flowers or botany, but maybe lots of different areas of biology. And sure enough, sad-faced. All right, I think I followed everything else. Tougher than usual, and all the better for that. All right, some of us like our easy one on Monday to start the week, but that's all right. Everyone is different. Several synonyms had me scratching my head. Yeah, but that's from Jeff Down Under, so of course he speaks practically a different language. Oh, the art is only a small component of the mat. Well, I think it's enough. Oh, that's actually a good point though from Simon C. Yardage is a measure of distance. Yeah, that one I agree with. No, but here we go. Apparently, it could even be volume. That's all right. square yards, cube. All right. All right, well, not much more to say about that one. I enjoyed it, even if it was a little tougher. Anyway, thanks as always for watching and have a wonderful day.